friends, from today's session and tomorrow's session will be hands-on because we have Firewall, IDS, Honeypot. First, I'll give the basic concept of these terminologies, and after that, I'll move to iLabs and will show you some demos. And during the demos, I will explain what we are doing right now. And same thing I will do with the web application, so web servers, and I'll let you know during the iLabs basically what we are doing. So might be in this way, people will find the session more attractive. Okay, so people that have background, people they don't have the background, so they will like this thing more. So today and tomorrow session will be more about practical, and hope that you people will join these sessions. Any input, any suggestion that you want? Yes, friends, any input from your side?
We'll see you
hear me?
after the session starts, then we'll see.
Yes, I can hear. Please.
I have a question about the last week chapter,
Sure.
the DOS attack. I
Okay.
tried, I tried launching a DOS attack from my PC because I have a server, a Linux server I bought. So I tried to practice on that server. I tried launching an attack from my PC to that server, but the flooding attack. But
Okay.
after 5 minutes, actually my own PC got frozen. Like it
Yes.
hung in there.
Okay.
So I was asking why did that happen and how can I prevent it?
Okay. See, first, when you did the denial of service check, could you tell me what commands that you have? What was the source IP address?
I used the set s host command like in the lab. Like I practice the tasks in the lab, but in
Okay.
my own server.
Yes. Basically, you have only two computers. One is your computer. Second was your server, right? Only
Yes.
two computers. So that was the problem. Basically, when you put the command, so you in a source you put your own IP address. Okay. Server has a more memory, more capacity, so therefore there was nothing wrong with the server, but your device was getting a reply, getting a response, your own computer.
How can I avoid that? Like how can I
So
actually
yes,
successfully?
in that case, so you must have another machine in your network, one server, one your laptop, and another machine. Okay. So
So
like this one.
I put the s host parameter to the other machine IP.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Ah, okay, I see now.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
this is for example, so in your environment, this is your computer and this is your server. So you don't have any other device, right? So what happened when you,
No, I only have mine, yes.
yes, exactly.
Actually,
So
the
when you
server
start,
is on a remote network. It's not local.
doesn't matter. But basically what happened, so you set your own IP. If you have another computer, then use that IP address as a source.
Ah, okay. I see now. Thank you.
Okay. Input basically I was telling what we'll do. I will give you the just concept of IDS, IPS, fiber honeypots. After giving the concept of these things, I will move to the lab environment. So when I'll perform the labs, I will explain to you what I'm doing right now. So in this case, we'll cover the theory and practical in a better way, like with a better understanding. Yes, sir. Got the answer. So this was requested input from your side.
So you mean you give us for example, today you will give us 2 chapters, right?
No, 3 chapters. Today, 3 chapters. See here, normally whatever you can see, we have a number of slides here, 882, is 96, approximately 80 slides we have, okay? So
So
I will not go through all the slides because there are so many tools are there. So what I will do, just give the concept of IDS, IPS, firewall, honeypots, and then we'll move to the practical. So when I will do the labs, so I will explain what I am doing right now. Like,
We can't cover them in the upcoming weeks.
yes, we can. We have only 9 chapters and we have 4 sessions. Okay, today, tomorrow, and then next Friday and Saturday we have 4 sessions, 9 chapters only. So it will be covered very easily.
mm,
Because for the cloud computing, we have very short chapter. Okay, very short. Then cryptography is a short chapter, not the lengthy. So therefore, we'll cover easily.
okay.
So we can start now, right?
Sure.
Okay, okay, friends. Any question regarding the previous topics so far regarding denial of service, malware, session hijacking, footprinting, scanning? So any question, guys, friends? So far, all is okay. Yes, acknowledgement is required, at least from 3 people.
Yes, is everything okay? Everything is okay.
Okay,
Yes, all
perfect,
good.
perfect.
Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So tell me, how have you practiced these labs in your home during this week? Honestly, don't lie. Tell me honestly. Did you
Honestly,
get?
no.
Did you get? No. Okay. Did you get time to do the practice?
No, unfortunately, no.
Okay. You know that today I was going through the iLab for the scanning chapter. Okay, for scanning. Honestly, I found very good labs. Very good labs. So these are the labs. These are the technique we're using in the real environment when we do the pen testing. I'm talking about only the scanning because today I was giving another session, so where the audience wanted me to do all the labs, not the theory. Okay, so therefore I started iLabs and started explaining to them. So I found scanning all the labs of the scanning in the real world we are using. If you work as a pen tester or you work as a security analyst, so honestly this will be very helpful for you. So therefore, labs are very very important. Theory you can get might be over the internet. There are so many channels are available for theory, but the lab environment you do not get. So practice as you can. So this practice will give you a lot of benefits in the real world. Okay. Let's start with IDS, IPS, firewall, honeypot. What is honeypot? S Khan, my friend. What is honeypot?
No idea.
No idea. Okay. Khatija, what is IPS?
IPS is the intrusion prevention system. So
Okay.
it does not only detect but also prevents. Yes.
Okay. So yes, Zara, what is the difference between IPS and IDS? Okay, Shadab Alam, what is the difference between IDS and IPS?
IDS is a intrusion detection system and IPS is a prevention.
Okay, but IDS also prevent. IDS also prevent because when we configure IDS, we can define the action drop or deny. It's mean it is preventing as well.
But after the like any attempt virus is detected, and after that it's
Okay.
prevented. But
Okay.
prevention is before
Okay.
the attack.
Okay. Then how the firewall is different from the IDS? So it is from Munia Tariq. Could you tell me the difference between firewall and IDS? Okay, Huda, can you tell me what is firewall? Okay, Habiba. No, Ali Al Khamis.
Firewall, it's just blocking the traffic or ignoring the traffic. We don't need, we don't want, we don't need to just
Okay,
IDS. We have two types: network IDS and host IDS. We use it to detect, I think, attacks like that. For example, Snort. We use it to detect the network.
okay, okay. Perfect. Mashallah. Mashallah. Everyone, even the Monia Tarek replied in the chat. Mashallah, everyone has some basic knowledge of IDS, IPS, firewall, but unfortunately about the honeypot, I will explain. So I will let you know that what is idea. Yes,
Can I
sorry, sorry. Yes, sure,
Honeybot,
sure, please.
to attract attacks? For example, we have server.
Exactly.
If there is an activities there, I know there is an attack.
Right, perfect, perfect. So, mashallah, so people have the knowledge about these things. So, basic idea is there, perfect. Let me tell you the more detail about IDS, IPS, and yes, exactly, Munia Tarek. This is same thing we use as a trap. So, honeypot we are using as a trap, right? So, I will just give you a basic idea about IDS, IPS, Fiverr honeypot. IDS, as we know, IDS intrusion detection system. So this is referred as an active device. Why it is active? Sorry, it is referred as a passive. Why it is passive? Because it just monitor the network and try to match the signatures behavior. If it feels it is a malicious activity, it detect that one, and then it some addition feature like it has ability to drop or deny the connection as well. So why we say it is passive? Because it detects the attack. It means attack is already occurred, attack is already happened, so it will detect that. So therefore we consider as a passive. So most of the time IDS working as a analyzer, as a packet analyzers, okay, as a span. So IPS intrusion prevention system, this is something that is active. It's mean runtime, when attack is happening, when the malicious activity is in progress, it is executing the same time it has ability to detect and ability to prevent it. Okay, so when we say what is the difference between IDS and IPS, so normally we say one is active and another is passive. So IDS is a passive and IPS is active device. Now, firewall. Firewall is another security control. Like we have IDS. IDS is also security control. IPS is a security control. Firewall is also security control. But firewall read the headers. If you know the OSC reference model, in OSC reference model we have multiple layers: application, presentation, session layer, network transport, network layer. So each layer attach its header with the data, right? So firewall basically will define the rules, and the rules basically read the headers. For example, if there's a network firewall, network firewall simply read the IP headers, source IP, destination IP. If it is application firewall, it reads the basically application layer header. So firewall does not have ability to look into the inside the packet. It just read the header. On the base of headers information, on the base of given rule, it take the detection. It's mean if something will hide inside the packet, the firewall does not have ability to detect or block it. Honeypot, this is a trap. Like many people answered, it's a trap. It's a basically we build a server, we build a computer with a very attractive services like database, web servers, and then we put in a network. Actually, this is not a production server, but it's a fake div server that look like the actual server. So when attacker do the scanning, they penetrate the network, they find, oh, there's a one server has so many services, let's try to penetrate this server. So when they launch the attack, when they penetrate that network, so we have some monitoring tools. So as a security expert, we learn the techniques of the attackers, what tools they are using. So we all learn all those things. Then on the base of that, we secure our network. So that is honeypot, right? IDS, IPS, firewalls, honeypot, these are technologies we use in our security controls. Any question regarding these terminologies? IDS, IPS, firewall, honeypot, friends? Anyone? Any question?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, please.
Can you please explain the difference between IDS and IPS?
So IDS is it's a passive device. Okay, why we say passive? Assume that see, assume that attacker is launching attack. Okay, just let me take the pencil. This is attacker. Okay, attacker is launching the attack. Okay, so attack is successfully executed. It is successfully executed. So IDS basically will identify the attack when it has happened. It does not have ability to detect the attack before it happens. Okay, because in IDS what happened, the rules are there, it match. Okay, if someone tried to access this one, then give me the alert. So this is something passive, so this is not the active. Okay, and IPS is something that can prevent before attack happens. Okay, for example, attacker just tried to send the packet, malicious packet. There is a IPS before that it land into the victim target system, it will do the inspection of that. Then if it's clean, then it will allow the packet. If it's not clean, then it will say, sorry, this is a malicious activity. As per my signatures, as per my rules, I will not allow you to reach to that system. Does you got the idea?
Yes, thank you. Doctor. So IPS it's more like prevention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So nowadays what is happening, the firewalls, the next generation firewalls, these firewalls have the built-in IPS modules. Okay, earlier it was with IDS, but now IDS is replaced with the IPS module. So next generation firewall like Palo Alto, Fortinet, so these Palo Alto, Fortinet, Gate Protect, there are so many firewalls available, next generation firewalls. So these firewalls come with the IPS module. Okay, so this module basically, when we activate, normally what happens, most of network engineers, they don't activate this module. Why? A performance issue could be there. There could be some other challenges on the firewall. So when it is required, so we have an option, we can enable this module. So this module, before that packet process the firewall, but cross the firewall, so these modules basically look inside the packet as well. They do the deep inspection of the packet. Okay, clear? Any other question, friends? All is okay? Okay, let me show you that how these are working. Very important slide. Special people, they are working in network side, they're interested to go for network security. They must understand, see how IDS works. Look, there are two models, there are two basically mode of IDS that we can implement. One, we can implement as inline. It is called inline. What is inline? Anyone can tell me? Inline, what is inline? Yes, friend, anyone?
Yes, Mr. Ramzan.
Yes.
Yeah, that means you have to put the device on the line of the internet. So any traffic, you have to the bucket must going through this device.
Perfect, mashallah. So this is the example. This is inline. Look here, we have internet router, then firewall, then IDS. Okay, then our network. So you can see any packet that is coming from the internet passing through the. So it is passing through the firewall IDS. So it is required that packet must pass through the IDS before it reach to the end device. So IDS will do the inspection.
Determined first, right?
Sorry.
Which means the path must be determined first.
Yes.
Determined.
Yeah. So the path definitely, normally what happened, the IDS router will determine the path. That's a basically feature of router, right? So router will forward the packet to the firewall, then forward the packet to the destination. But before it reach to a destination, there is a IDS sensor. IDS is there. So path determination, the path selection is a basically that is a job of the router. It will do this activity. Got it?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Now IDS, how it will perform, how it will check the packet. What it will do, first thing, it will check the signatures. What is signature? As Khan, you are working in cryptography, you want to test something in net simulator. So tell me, what is signature? Okay, any other person want to tell me what is a signature?
Isn't the signature for yani, security where I wanted to check if you are the correct person who sent this message, I should check the signature.
No, that is for authenticity. We use a digital signature. This is basically uh, the pattern, attack pattern. You know, see here, just I'm giving an example. If there is any malicious file, any malicious activity, so it has its specific pattern. Okay, it has its specific behavior. So that behavior is called signature. So all the IDS, IPS, so these basically they do the. Yes, please. So what happened? There's a thread feeding is there, like threat intelligent feeding is there. What is that? So all the security control, security vendors, they're learning the behavior of the attack on regular basis. Whenever there's a new attack, they identify the pattern of that attack, they identify the hash value of that attack, and then they update their appliances, they update the basic signature file of the appliances. What happened? There are thousands of signatures that basically represent, or that's the indicating of attack. So what happened when any data comes? So IDS basically start the comparison of this signature with the database. It will do some calculation on the packet, get the signatures, then compare the signature with its database. If signature match with its database, so it means this is a well-known attack, this is a well-known malware activity. So it will take the action as per the configured one. So that's a signature. Mean well-known attack pattern. Okay. Assume that if we define a rule, okay, if in the packet, if there is a, for example, in the packet somewhere it's written script, okay, script, then it should consider as an attack. So what will happen? So this thing is added in the signature file. Okay, anything between these two value. So this example, okay. So this will be inside the signature file. If any packet come from outside, any data come from outside, so IDs will check that signature file and try to match this signature. If signature matched, it means this is a well-known malware activity. So it will take the action immediately. What action could it take? If signature match, it could send the log to a syslog server. It could send an alert or alarm to the network admins or to the monitoring tool, or it could cut the connection, or it could drop the connection, drop the packet. If signature does not match, assume that the packet IDS has received, signature of that packet is not matching with the IDS. So then next method, that is anomaly detection. What is anomaly? You can say behavior base. What's a behavior base? Like you can say, if we are using the TCP, TCP, FTP, HTTPS, but we are not using port. We are not using some technology in our network, but the packet contains those information or those type of data. So it will take the action immediately because it is not matching the behavior of the organization. Okay, so it is not matching with the behavior of the organization. So therefore, it will take the action immediately. If signature does not match, behavior does not match, then there is a stateful protocol analysis. What is stateful? That if session was initiated from the LAN, it will allow the connection. If session is new and it is from outside, it will not allow that connection. So that is stateful. So stateful behavior is like when I'm going outside, so IDS or firewall maintain my record. Source Ramzan going outside to access abc.com. Now he's getting a reply. So it is mean the state table has the information about this session. So what is state table? Just for your knowledge, understanding, state table, a stateful table basically contains this information: source IP, source port, destination IP, and destination port. Okay, and some other parameter regarding like sync, okay, sync, egg number, whatever the windows are, all these things are there. So when packet is coming from outside, when it reach IDS will check stateful table that I have information in my table regarding this session. If yes, okay, it will normally take the actions, or if no, then it will let. It depends on basic. Normally what happen, stateful protocol analysis. So if it is matched, then it should allow the access. If it's not matching, then it should take the action. Why? Because stateful table is always all the records that basically maintain when someone send the request from inside to outside. So this is basically a way IDS works. So signature, anomaly, and stateful protocol analysis. So look here, signature recognition, also known as misuse detection, try to identify events that indicate an abuse of system or network resource. It's a well-known attack pattern. So like what type of activities could generate the attack? So that is called signature. Anomaly, on the base of fixed behavior of the user or network. So nowadays we always say user behavior analytic. Okay, mean example I will give to you. Currently I'm in Dubai. Okay, I'm trying to access my network from Dubai, but after 5 minutes my connection was originated from might be from USA. So this is abnormal behavior because in 5 minutes, how it is possible that I switch my place from Middle East to USA, right? It is not possible in 5 minutes. So it means there is something wrong. So this is something that is abnormal. Okay. So protocol anomaly detection is on the basis of TCP UDP behavior, that how the connections work in the case of TCP. Yes, friend, any question regarding this, please?
Yes.
All is okay?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Is it possible for the attacker to know if a network or a system has IDC and IBC?
IDS IP, yes. Yes, there's a possibility. Today we'll do the scanning. I will show you some examples. Okay. So if you search for over the internet that TTL value for the IDS, let me show you some example here. Okay. TTL value of Palo Alto IDS. Okay. So this information you must have with you. Okay. So this is say that TTL time to leave. Okay. Let me go with the TTL user to IP mapping. Okay. Palo Alto. So if you have this information with you, then when you're doing the scanning of the network, you can identify. And secondly, there are some well-known ports for IDS, IPS for different vendors. So these ports will help you to identify the IDS, IPS of what vendor. Okay. So
is this value TTL the same one you get when you ping a host?
yes, exactly. So if target is Windows operating system, the TTL value is maximum is 128. Okay. If the target is Linux operating system, the TTL value is 64. If target is Cisco iOS, so the TTL value will be 255. Okay.
Okay.
So if you look, therefore I said if you study a scanning chapter, when you do the iLabs in the scanning chapter, you will learn all these things there. So it will let you know what operating system is on the target side. For example, if I'm using Nmap, in Nmap I can use -O keyword, minus capital O. Capital O basically will let me know what is the target operating system. And there is a one script as well for the OS discovery. So in the Nmap, we can use a script with the name, I think it is a host discovery or OS discovery, and the target IP address. So that script basically will help you to identify the target operating system. So on the base of operating system, you can get the idea what device it is. Clear?
Yes, clear. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So we have different type of IDS in the market. File system intrusions, network intrusion, and system intrusion. Like file system intrusion, if there's any modification in the file, okay, Like for example, if new files are existing, permissions are changed, someone modify the file, file size is changed, so that is called file system intrusion detection. So normally we say FIM. So it is called file integrity monitoring. So it is called FIM, FIM. So many organizations have the FIM feature, FIM. Okay, like Linux has a built-in feature of the FIM feature that's called audit. Audit D is a built-in feature in Linux environment in Linux, and there's a FIM also provided by the Trend Micro. Okay, and so many other vendors are there. They provide the FIM feature. So FIM is a basically example of file system intrusion. Like if there's any changes in the file system, like ownership is changed, group is changed, and permissions are changed, file size is changed, file is modified, file is copied, so it can give the alert. Network intrusion, this is basically about a network indicator, net related network, like there's a number of requests, more number of requests from a single source, and packets are fragmented. This is some unknown traffic in the packet, unknown pattern in the packet, so that is a network intrusion. And third one, system intrusion. This is all about the system, like if operating system registry is modified, it will let you know. If logs are missed, it will let you know. If logs are not complete, it will let you know. If system reboot crash, so it will let you know. So that's basically system intrusion. So these are some examples of intrusions. It depends what type of environment we have and what type of solution we are using. Okay, so as someone told during the questions, when I was asking the question at that time, someone told host based and network based. So one is called needs, network based IDS, another is called HIDS, host based IDS. What is network based IDS? It is an appliance, it is hardware, so that would apply. See here, look at the sensor. So this is hardware, this is appliance, this is in the inline mode. So you can have the more or you can have one, it depends on the company infrastructure. Okay, this is network IDS. Okay, the objective of this, it is basically working only for the network level intrusions. What are the network level intrusions? Example is here, repeated probes, unusual locations, remote hosts, influence of log data. So this is only for network related activities. Second, we have HIDS, host based IDS. Sorry guys, okay. And host based IDS, what happened? We install the agent on each and every host. We install agent on each and every host. So this is mostly about system and file level monitoring. Okay. See, then there could be different type of alert. This is called true positive. Yes, as Khan, what is true positive? Any example of true positive?
True positive means when we got the result whatever we were expecting.
Exactly. It's mean
It's like, for example,
malicious.
we are performing a test for yeah.
So it's mean that if malicious activity is there and we got the alert of that, so this is called true positive. Okay, might be someone tried to modify the unauthorized modification of the files, so we got the alert that someone is trying to modify the file, so this is called true positive. So activity is happening or it happened and we got the alert. False positive is basically activity is genuine but we got the alert for that. Activity is genuine and we got the alert. Might be I'm authorized to do this thing, I have the permissions, I'm trying to modify, and suddenly that alert is triggered. So this is false positive, mean activity is genuine and alert is there. False negative, there is a malicious activity, unauthorized activity, but there's no alert for that. So that is called false negative. True negative, this is something that we are expecting, that there's no attack, there's no alert. Yes, yeah. Any question regarding these alerts? In security operations center, you need to work a lot with the alerts. Any question?
Not
All is
clear.
okay? Okay, perfect. So IPS is something that is active as I told you, this is active device, and mostly we IPS we use as an inline model, so it has ability to detect the attack in runtime. Okay, so most of the time it sits behind the firewalls. Next generation firewalls, they have the built-in feature of IPS. Therefore, we don't need to buy separate sensor, separate appliance as a IPS. So even the vendors, I don't think so. They're manufacturing the separate hardware for the IPS. So it's a part of the firewall. So it has ability to detect the attack before it happen. Okay, and block or take the action as per the organization requirement. So it take the action on the base of rules. Uh, Mostly it read the headers. In the headers, it match the rules. If rule match, it will take the action. If there's no rule match, then there's an implicit uh, action is defined. Most of the time, implicit deny is there. Mean if there's no rule matching, deny all the traffic. Okay, so it read the rules line by line. If match, take the action. See, there are different type of there are multiple architecture of the firewall, like based on host. So this is a computer with the two network cards. So we are using it as a firewall. So normally Linux operating system, Windows operating system, we have a server and small network. Our company is not in a position to buy the hardware firewall, expensive firewall. So no need to worry. Linux operating system and Windows, they have the complete firewall feature built in. We need only two network card, one for the internal network, one for the external, and we can configure that computer, that server as a firewall. Then screen subnet, a firewall with more than two interfaces, that is called screen subnet. So here we can break our network into the multiple zones, like internal zone, external, and DMZ. And then we have multi-homed firewall, a firewall basically with two or more interfaces like screen subnet. And we have see here what we can do, we can apply the policy on the multiple areas. So you can say multi-homed firewall, mean there are two or more firewalls a company has. So it's mean when someone trying to attack on the internet, but if from DMZ someone going to attack on the internet network, then another firewall is there, because normally what happen in this case, if we are inside DMZ and from DMZ we're trying to access this network, it will allow. There's no other conditions required. But in this case, when we try it from the DMZ to internet, so another firewall is there that will basically do some more inspection before we get the access. Clear? Any question, friends? Any question that you have here? All is okay? DMZ, DMZ, it is called demilitarized zone, basically an area where we want to allow the people from internet to access, right? We want to allow the access of the internet people. For example, a company has a web server. So web server is not only for the internal use. This is basically something that we want to publish over the internet. We want that people must view our website. They must get the product knowledge. What we are doing, they must get that information. So that's basically a web server. So web server or any other service that we want to publish over the internet, we put inside the DMZ, demilitarized zone. So people from the internet, they can access this area, and but when they try to access the internal network, corporate networks, at that time by default no connection is allowed. Yes, friends, any question about DMZ? Friends, please don't hesitate.
No question. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. In the chat you can also mention. Okay, so type of firewall, we have hardware firewalls. Okay, hardware firewalls and software firewall. Okay, software basically a software application that we install on the computer, on the operating system, and hardware it is an appliance that we buy like Palo Alto, Cisco, and Fortinet, Fire. There are so many vendors are basically offering this solution. So software firewall like built-in software, built-in firewall of Microsoft Windows, built-in firewall of Linux, that is called software firewall. Yeah, basically DMZ versus port forwarding. So, Ahmed, what we do for the DMZ, we never allow, we never publish the actual ports because just assume that. Sorry, guys, there was a question from Ahmed. Okay, see here. Assume that we have only one IP address for the internet. Okay, company has only one IP address for the internet, and DMZ we have so many services are there. So what we do, we enable the port forwarding on the firewall. So what is port forwarding? So if someone hit, for example, port 80, so firewall will forward that traffic only to the web server. If someone hit, so for the internet user, so they will access the firewall or public IP address. They cannot access these IP address directly. So we enable the port forwarding in a way like if we say, if someone is trying to access, just example, 1.1.1 port 80, then firewall will forward this forward to might be 192.168.0.10 on port 80. Okay, so this is called forwarding. So we take, normally what happens, we configure the forwarding rule on the firewall because we don't want to allow the people to access our servers directly. Okay, and there's another thing of the port forwarding. What is port forwarding? So might be internally we're running a web server on might be port 888 for security reason. So what we can do, so we can configure a firewall in a way if someone send a request on port 80, for the end user it is a port 80. There's no change. But firewall can forward that traffic to the port 888 on this IP address. So people will not able to see what actual port is running on the web server. So they will try to access port 80 and firewall will forward that one. Yes, Ahmed, got the idea? Ahmed, please confirm to me.
Yes, clear. Thank you.
Okay. So there are different technologies are there. Firewall is basically filtering traffic or deny the traffic. So there are multiple ways that firewall do. One is called packet filter. Okay, packet filter. What's the packet filter on the base of IP header? Just check for source and destination IP. If there's any rule that is allowing or denying the traffic on the base of IP, it will take the action. So best example of packet filtering in a Cisco routers, we implement ACLs, access control list, right? Someone has experience with the Cisco routers? So we say access list 1 permit, okay, 110.10.10.1. It's mean only this IP is permit. So we say access list, okay, 100, okay, TCP, but protocol TCP permit, we specify source 10.10.10.1 going access to 10. Okay, 192.168.0.10 and port, for example, equal 80. So we say permitted. So this is basically the best example of Cisco packet filter. So packet filter just read the header, match the source or destination IP, port number. If it allow, if you match, it will allow or deny the action. If it does not match, then there's an implicit deny is there. Then circuit level gateway. Circuit level gateway is basically on the base of TCP connection. The virtual circuits are established between source and destination, so to allow the traffic on the base of that. Application level gateways on the base of application protocols, application layer protocol like at port HTTP, JPG, AVI. So sometimes after you know that in the proxies, in the application level get traffic on the base of extensions. So don't allow anything in .mp3, .avi. So these are application level gateways. So we also say proxies, proxy firewalls, application proxies. Stateful multi-layer inspection. So these firewall basically have the features of packet filtering, circuit level firewall. So feature of these
So the
firewalls.
example you gave us is about the packet filtering.
Yes, that was a packet filter. Okay, the example I used, this was only the packet filter. Okay, clear?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So virtual private network, this is the technology we use for the remote access. When we want to access our devices remotely, or we want to connect one office to another office, so use a VPN, because VPN provide the security between the two locations. So we use the firewalls for the VPN like Palo Alto, Fortinet, Cisco. There's a VPN constitutors. So these are the devices we use only for the VPN connectivity between the two sites. And then network address translation. See, I will give example of VPN. See, whenever I want to access my network, I need to use a VPN. See here, I'm using Global Protect. See here, I'm using Global Protect to access my network. Whenever I want to access my network, I need to use a Global Protect. It will ask me the username and password. I will use username and password. So it will make sure that when I will access my resources, so this is a secure connection. See here, it's asking for username and password. Okay, so this is an example of VPN, and we have network address translation. So this is a technology we use basically when we want to access, when we want to perform network address, like we want to change the source IP address, we want to hide ourselves. So at that time we use net, or we're not netting, we do on the firewall, but sometimes we do on the router as well. Okay. Yes, any question that you have, please let me know. Yes, friends, any question? All is okay? Packet filter only on the base of internet, only on the base of IP. If you look here, only on the base of IP. See, circuit level on the transport layer, TCP, on the base of TCP connections. Application on the base of application. Okay. Next, multi-layer on the base of multi-application transport internet. Okay, application proxies, these are the basically proxies we use, like we can use WSA web security appliances, Squid, Barracuda. So there are vendors available, they're offering the proxy services. NAT, this is technology that basically hide our LAN IP address, LAN IPs to the internet, and allow the people to access the internet from LAN to WAN. So just assume that our private IP addresses are not able to access the internet. Our private IP is like 192.168.0.10. If trying to access www.abc.com, so by default it is denied, right? Why? It's the private IP address. With internet, it will not allow. Then what is the solution? So we enable NAT. What NAT will, when it will send the request, NAT device, a router, firewall, when it will send the request outside, it will not send this IP as a source. It will send the NATed IP as a source to the internet. So reply will come. So if you look at your home devices, DSL routers, your home routers, access it, you will see there will be NAT option. If you disable that option, if you uncheck that option, you will not able to browse the internet. Okay, so you will not able to internet if you disable that option, netting option. So netting is that something basically you use to access the internet, to access the public environment when you are using the private IP addresses. Yes, friends, any question that you have? Virtual private network, simply I told you, VPNs. Yes, any question that you have, please. No question?
No, thank you.
Okay. So firewall hashing, because firewall is not not antivirus. Firewall is not a security control for the endpoints, not malware detection. But some firewalls, some solution has a built-in malware engines, sandbox environment. Nowadays, next generation firewall that we're using. So these firewalls has some sandboxing environment that do some type of malicious, scanning or confirmation of the malicious activity. So we have some features in the new firewalls, but again, firewall is not designed for such kind of activities. Okay. So if there's any modem, any direct connection, so firewall cannot prevent any connection that is coming through the this one through the modem. Please, any question if you have, please discuss with me. All is
Yes,
okay?
please. Can you explain what is tunneling or tunnel traffic?
Okay, what is tunnel and tunneling traffic? See, tunnel is this is something that we make point to point connections. Okay, assume that you want to access, you want to make a connection from your home network to office network, right? So there are two ways that we can make the connections. Let me draw here. Sorry guys for the my painting. My painting. I'm very bad in painting, even a real world. Okay. So this is internet. Just for your knowledge, Ahmed. So see here. Okay, this is for example internet. Okay, you are sitting somewhere else, and this is your corporate server, and there's a public IP address. Assume that you are using 1.1.1.1.1. So this server is also connected to the internet, and you are also connected to the internet. And there are so many other users. Okay, there are so many other users. But okay, there are so many other users, so many. So if you access this network, your network using the simple internet, what will happen? So anyone can see all of your communication. Okay, Ahmed, if you access just with the IP, for example, you just type www dot sorry http double colon double slash 1.1.1, or might be rdp 1.1.1. So this is your communication where everybody can see your communication. Okay, so what is a VPN tunnel? So VPN tunnel will allow you to make a point-to-point connection between you and your office. Okay, it will make a point-to-point connection between you and your office. So now all the communication will be through this tunnel. So people, they are sitting here, they cannot see what you're sending here. Aman, got it?
So it's like encrypted now.
Yes, exactly. So it is now, it is encrypted. Why? Before it was not. So there are two things. One is your traffic is encrypted, but another thing that you create a path which is encrypted. You like just like you can say water pipe, just a
How is it
tunnel.
different than SSL or HTTPS?
Yes, yes. SSL, HTTPS, that is only for specific application, only for the web. Okay, SSL is only for the HTTP traffic, but this tunnel,
And this for the whole
any,
traffic.
yes, whole traffic you are sending from your to the your company network. This is for every traffic. Okay, this
Okay,
is for,
clear now.
okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so honeypot, as we discussed, this is a trap that we use basically to track or trace attackers. Okay, so there are different type of honeypot. That low interaction, just like in limited number of services, medium, little more, high interaction where we put a lot of services. So we can download the honeypot from the internet and we can use it. Okay, now IDS IPS honeypot solutions. We'll go to some. I think that you got the concept of this IDS IPS honeypot. Yes, friends, got it. Concept is clear. Any doubt? Okay, perfect. Friends, I 10 minutes break. Yes, friends. So let me know once you are available so we can start. Friends, just confirm to me when you people are available so we can start.
Yes, here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, see a screenshot you can see this is example of Sonot. If you look here, the Sonot they're running on the Windows machine, and there's some commands are given, some output is given. So we'll see in the lab. Here, this is SNOT rule. SNOT is a basically IDS, okay, intrusion detection system. So this is a rule where you can configure the alert rule action. Like I want to send the alert. If protocol is TCP, okay, and any going for see this is source could be any port could be any source port, then going to rule format direction is going to access 1.0 network on port 111. So port 111 is basically used for NFS, network file sharing system. If someone is trying to mount NFS file system, okay, then it should send a message, alert message. What is that? This is a message. Okay. So message is mounted access. So let's see in the iLabs what we can do, what are the different ways that we can configure. So friends, if you have any question regarding the concept of IDS, IPS, firewall, honeypot, so please let me know. Otherwise, I will move to the labs. Please. All is okay?
I want to ask you,
Yes.
can you please let me know what is proxy? Because sometimes I get confused. Proxy
Okay.
and what is proxy? Yeah.
Proxies, that's something, in the university and colleges we use. True or not? In school and colleges, like we used to do, for example, I remember that our group was like very big. My roll number was 564 at that time in 2001 or sometime. So whenever I want to miss the class, I always request to my classmate. So when they announce my roll number, so please say yes sir or present, like that. Okay, so this is a proxy. I mean, someone is working behalf of you. So in the internet, what happened? We use the proxy for the multiple purpose. Like for the outsider, we don't want they must access our real server directly, so we have the proxy. So what the proxy will do? Proxy will basically receive the request from the client, process the request, and send the reply back to the client. That is called proxy. Yes, Khatija.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Got it. So proxy servers are also sometimes used for security purposes, right?
Yes, because in the proxy we have additional feature that we can enable some rules. We can do some content filtering, or we can make some rules that can allow or deny the traffic source.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So any other question, friends?
For the snort rule, I have a question.
Yes, please.
In the example, do you mean that we put this command in the terminal يعني ولا؟
Yes. This command I have given like in the previous. Okay, this exam. Okay, alert rule. So this is a, for example, you want to detect NFS mount, like anyone trying to mount your file system. So you want to get the alert of that. You want to do the analysis that who has access, right? So this is a rule that you will create on the terminal. Or in the basically in the configuration, actually it goes into the configuration file, the rule configuration file. So there are two ways that we can modify the rules. One, we can write a rule in the terminal that automatically update the configuration rule file. Or secondly, we can edit the rule file directly.
Okay, thank you.
So it depends on the environment, depends on the application. Like Linux, in the Linux we have the ability of facility that we can use both methods. Okay, so let me show you some examples regarding the IDS firewalls. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, let me go with the first lab. So perform intrusion detection system using various tools. Okay, so what are the tools that we're going to use here? We're going to use Synod, and there's a free firewall. Zonal alarm is a basically software firewall which is available, and we're using Honeybot. Okay, another way to detect the malicious traffic. So I will be on server 2019. It is still loading. Okay, let's see. So as per the instruction, they're asking me to go to the tools folder and then move into the snot and installer.exe. So we need to start it. So here you will see that how to configure Synod in your environment. Tools. Okay, chapter 12. Intrusion detection tools. Synod. Installer. So it is created. Okay. So next, when installation is done, so it's asking us to navigate to the etc folder in the specified location. Okay. As now tools are already there, snapshot they have taken. If you look here, so these are rules, basically the predefined rules they have given. If you look, you'll find so many labs, so many configuration files. So they have already created some rules. So what they're asking to copy the synod.conf file. This is a configuration file. If I open this configuration file and see what we have in this file, look. This is a configuration file of Synod, and so you'll find so many. See here, so many rules are given. So they're asking us to copy this file. We'll copy this file. Where to copy this file? Look at destination folder. C drive, snort, etc. So we go to C drive. Snort is installed here, and under this there will be etc directory. etc directory will have the snort.conf file. So we're going to replace it. So replace. So file is replaced. Okay. Now they're asking go back to the tools. Okay. There are any part implementation tools. For they're asking us to copy the complete folder, right? Getting or not? Honestly, tell me. So we need to replace it. Copy the role folder. And we need to paste on the snort. Replace it. / we go to cd snort. We are there inside this folder. Okay, cd bin inside the bin folder. ls bin folder basically contains all the commands. Okay, so bin is a binary where you can find all the commands. You can see snort.exe command is also under this location. Okay, now they're asking type snort and press enter. So we'll say snort, and now it will run the snort. See here, commenting packet processing. Okay, snort initialize, wait for it to complete. After completion, process control C. Let's wait for a few minutes. So this is basic initializing of snort. So whatever the rules are created, what are the files we have copied there. So basically it is updating the rules and it's initializing the snort. Little boring, friends? Tell me honestly. Little boring? Hello?
Yes, we are waiting. Just waiting.
Okay. You are also waiting so to complete it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I feel like I'm lost a little. You can tell us what you are doing and what is the
Okay.
benefit.
Basically, we are using Synort and we are doing the configuration of Synort. So as Synort is a basic SNORT is a two is IDS. Okay. Intrusion detection system. So there are some pre-configured rules inside the Synort. So we are just initializing those rules.
In order to?
Just detect.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Okay. Because it's a rules directory, so it will be the rules. Thank you. Okay. And now they're asking for ICMP. And the ICMP rule is that we need ICMP info rule, right? So rules, ICMP dash info rules. We need to open the notepad. So here in line number 21, there's okay, line number 21, we need to add alert. This we can copy it, right? Let me see the text we can copy or not. Because typing will be so difficult. No? There's a way that we can copy. Okay, now it's so we have to make a rule alert. Give the alert for ICMP protocol if network is external, because this is a variable. If you look the configuration file, so we have a variable that's called external, right? So $sign external. Sorry.
On line 21, doctor, not 22.
Thank you. Okay. ICMP protocol is ICMP, and variable that we're calling that is external. Okay, underscore net any. Okay. So dash greater than sign to home variable underscore net. Remember that these variables were in the configuration file, right? 10.10.10.19 and message colon ICMP dash info ping, close it, semicolon, then I code 0. This is ICMP code 0, right? I type, there's no space, right? Or there's space? I type 8. This is a response reference architect needs 135 semicolon reference colon CVE comma 1999 hyphen 0265 semicolon, then class type bed unknown, SID 472 7 semicolon and close, right? Yes, friends.
Yeah. You have two mistakes.
Yes, tell me.
In the first reference, you put arc chains. It needs to be with D,
Right.
not G.
It's a needs, right? Yes, okay. This is a one mistake. Second.
The second one is bad unknown.
Okay, bad unknown, spelling for unknown, right?
Yep.
Yes, thank you. Anything else?
Also, external net. Net is small, capital, need to be capitalized.
Thank you very much. So it seems that you are the student, right? Okay.
This is case sensitive, right?
Yes, a case, and because it depends on the variable. If you look at the configuration file of Sonnet, this one, so variable, look for example, this was external, right? So if you look for externals, you will find it. It is uppercase. Look, see here, external underscore net, right? So variable you have to call as you have defined here. Yes, Khadija, got it? See here, home underscore net, it is a capital. If I change a keyword here from, for example, only home or only ABC underscore XYZ. So normally variables we always define with the capital letters, right?
Yes, okay.
So we are calling basically this variable in the rule file. Any other mistake, friends? Okay. Save it, and after that what they're asking us to do. Any other changes? Okay, no change. So they're asking open that command prompt. Okay, then run the Sonnet. So Sonnet with minus I capital X minus A console minus C, the configure rule file or configuration file, that is C colon slash Sonnet. Okay, now we are specifying the configuration file manually. Sonnet.conf minus capital I C colon slash Sonnet log, right, minus capital K, and we want to save it in ASCII, right? Yes, friends. Okay, X will be with the device number, so X is a basic minus index, so this is not X, this is will be 1 because the network device is 1, right? Yes, friends, clear? And anything else?
The capital, not capital I, capital L, small.
It's a lower. No, it's a lowercase I. It's I. See in the screenshot. It's I.
Snort log, L for the log, not I.
This which one? Log.
Yes,
This one.
the argument, the L.
L is a L. It's a log.
No, the dash L. You write dash I.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. This is I or L. Just we can confirm the screenshot. You're talking about with the log, right?
Yeah, it stands for the L for the log.
Yes, it is L. It is L. Yes, thank you very much. Okay. So it is with L. Right? Okay. Thank you. Anything else? Clear? So we can press enter.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a fatal error. So fatal error means something wrong with the with the path. So not so we have some issue with the path, this path, right? Line number 243. Okay. Line number 243. Just let me search here. 243. Okay, so they're asking user replace in this lab all libraries are located under so it's not lib. Let's guys just confirm line number 243. It is same.
Yeah,
So,
Mr. Khan,
yes.
you need to put the folder location, not as the one that is written.
No. We basically it was before. Okay, it was before. We change it.
Yes.
We change
So
because we already changed. So not lib. So it is this location.
Maybe there is a spelling error.
Yes.
Let's see the folder.
So not lib. Okay. So not we didn't change this one. Only the forward slash was there that I just removed. Yes, we
the
can
step,
confirm. Yes.
the step 14, there is a line need to be commented.
Which line? Which number? Which line number?
Here in the instruction, yes, down, step 14,
40, he means 40.
down.
Yes, for this one, ensure the library line is commented out as you have already configured the library. Okay, so add space in between hash. So already we did it. See here? We already did it in line number 250. If you look here, so we did the same thing. We added a space before this. There was no space. We added
So
the space.
Yeah, we need to
I
check
think
from
there
the
was
top.
there was only slash. Earlier there was a slash. I just removed the slash. Okay, I just removed the slash. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we run it again. Okay, so could not state dynamic module path is not okay. Just verify the path as someone told me. Okay, so this is not lib. See, this is a path. So I think that we missed something. Line 46, we have to put the complete path, right? User, okay. So,
Not
line number
Doctor.
246.
There is a missing library in the folder.
In the folder, which library is missing?
This one on line 245.
245.
46, yes.
46.
Let
So
us,
not dynamic.
this one is missing.
Dynamic engine is not there.
That what is written on the command.
No, dynamic engine is there. It is there. It has the SF engine.dll as well. So as per the output, it is a fatal error, right? So it is saying that line number 240 could not state a dynamic module path, right? C not lib. So line number
There is a
240.
combination of forward slash and backslash. So will it work fine that way?
Where?
Yeah, it has backward slash and forward slash both in one line.
Where?
Line
In
246.
Okay, let me see. Where it? Oh yes, this is okay. Right, well, thank you. If you look here, so this will be the backslash, not the forward slash. Thank you. This is a mistake, I believe. Thank you, Teja. Thank you. So guys, really, you people are in university. You are you're really student. Again, now so another issue is there. No such file directory as Ahmed said, but it is there.
Yes, the problem is in the syntax of this URL. It should be in a specific syntax.
Okay. Oh, so it's see here in the first we did not specify. We specify the name or not? This is line 246. Let's see line number 246. What we're getting here? It is same or not?
In the
C
folder, we
colon
have a dynamic, a DLL file. Here in the comment, we have SO, a shared.
Okay, this is the DLL. Even the screenshot is a DLL. If you see here, even the DL line number 246, so it is
Yes.
dot DSF. Yes, thank you very much, dear. So it is SF. SF underscore SF underscore engine dot DL, right? Sorry. Engine dot DL. Let's save it. Yes, dear. Thank you. Now another error, which line number 21 in the rule ICMP info. Now we're doing mistakes. I code. It's I code, not icon. So spelling mistake, right? Okay. Wait. Yes, it is I code. So, paper, you did not notify this mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's go with it. Yes, finally we got it, right? Yes, finally it works. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you very much. Honestly, you are in university, so you are student, right? It is working right now. So, okay. So now, which step it was? Now it is running, right? If you look here. So commencing packet processing PID. Okay, it is fine. Just mean that we are on the same level. Okay, next, if we go here after initializing interface logged. So now leave this not running and we'll go to Windows 10 and we try to do some activity on Windows 10. So let it run. Okay, so control delete. Password. Move. Okay, so simply we'll do the continuously ping and we'll see the result. Ping 10.10.10.19 continuously. Okay, now it is pinging. Let's go back to Windows and we must be able to see some information. So alert, right? Yes, guys, you can see the alert, right? So ICMP info ping, so it is giving alert to us. So what was, we configure only this rule if that someone hit on with ICMP type 0 or type 8. So from any source towards 19, so it is giving the alert. Clear? Yes, friends. Now we can look at the log as Control C. We can see the logs. So the log file will specify the ICMP echo underscore holds. Let me go. Let me stop it. Log. So this is log from that type. If you open it in the notepad, and you will see all the logs out there. Right? Yes, friends. Clear? Then just acknowledge me. Everyone is okay?
Yes, clear. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks. Honestly, I think that first time I'm able to complete a SNOT rule without any mistake, with just with the help of you. Otherwise, small spelling mistake, character mistake, spaces. Okay, friends, we'll take a break for prayer. So just 15 minutes break. Come back after break.
Okay.
Yes, friends, I'm back. Please confirm to me if you are there.
Yes, we're here.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So just for the people that don't understand basically what we have done in the Senate, okay, we just created one rule. Like this is a rule. Okay, we have created only one rule. That rule says if there is any ICMP activity, if you look here, this is a rule line. Okay, alert. Give the alert. If we drop, for example, if we say drop, or the action could be drop, action could be I think reject. Okay, if just I say drop, let's see what will happen. Just I want to change it just for testing purpose. Okay, friends, we can try. See,
Yes, we can.
see, there's alert, there's a log, and if we go back, so it could be rule action, rule option could be here. It will be given somewhere. Reject or drop will be the alert, log, and pass. Okay, pass. There's no, so it rule action could be alert, log, and pass. So I'm drop, ignore the packet. So I'm going to say pass. Okay. Okay. So we'll save it. I will run the snort. Okay. But before that, I need to stop Windows 10. Because it is was continuously ping on Windows 10. So let me stop that. Ignore, right? So it will ignore this one. So that's it. Okay, we stop it. Okay, we're going to run it again. Okay, now I'm going back to Windows 10. I do the ping and see. Earlier it was detecting. Now see what will happen. See here, right now there was no activity. Right, friends, you can see. So you are not observing any activity on the snot. Why? Because in a rule that if there is any ICMP traffic on type 0, type 8, just pass, ignore it. You got the idea?
Yes.
Okay. So basically this is the way that we can configure IDS. But again, in the real world, we just use a not such kind of thing only for testing purpose. Okay. So because we depend on the network IDS, I have seen very less SNOT implementation in the organization. So, but again, it is a useful tool that we can use and we can do the testing of our. Any questions so far? All is okay? Okay, so now we'll do the Avade firewalls. Another small lab will do using the tool of bypassing windows by using Nmap evasion technique. So we use Nmap and we see that how we can bypass if there's a firewall and we want to do scanning or such kind of things, how to do this thing. So here in Windows 10, they're asking us to defend or use recommended setting to turn on the firewall. We are going to turn on the firewall in Windows 10. Okay. See here, I will do the scanning without modifying the packet, and we'll do the scanning with the modification as well. See Windows 10, so we'll say firewall settings, Windows Defender with the advanced security settings. So they're asking to turn it on, right? Currently it is off. So control panel, navigate to system and security. Okay. Windows Defender file use recommended setting. Okay, need to go to the control panel. Windows Defender firewall. On this option, use recommended settings. Okay, so now this is turned on, right? Now you can see firewall is turned on. Yes, friends, got it? Earlier it was not running. Okay. So we go to the Windows Defender firewall with the advanced security. So advanced settings. So we have the rules, and they're asking us to create a new rule. So we're going to create a new rule action of where we can find a new rule. Okay, inbound rules for the incoming traffic. They're asking to create a new rule. Okay, and this rule basically they're asking us to create a new rule that will be custom. The rule will be custom. Okay, we're adding a rule. So this rule basically for which protocol they're asking to add. Leave the setting. Okay, next programs as it is. We're not going to touch the program because we don't want to make a rule for the program. So we leave as it is. Then protocol and ports. Next protocol and ports, and here what they're asking for the protocol and ports. Protocol type they're asking for ARP. I think by default it is. Okay, so it's select. It is any or ARP?
Any.
ARP. Any. Sorry guys, it is any, not ARP. Okay, so leave it is. Okay. Next, so they're asking for the scope. So in the scope, they're asking us to use a default, no make changes. Okay, any IP address. So we are going to make a rule for any IP address. And actions, they're asking, okay. Oh, they're asking if they say IP address of the type IP address of the parent. No, we have to try the IP address for the parent. That is .13. Yes, .13. Sorry guys, need to go back. So 10.10.10.13. This is the IP address of the parent Linux operating system. Okay. And it's 13. And then next the scope section once IP address has been added. Okay, next. So they're asking that choose the block the connection radio button. So we have to block it, right? So what we're doing here, we are making a firewall rule on Windows 10 if any request comes from 10.10.10.13. So block that request. Yes, any doubt? Yes, friends, any doubt? As friends, all is okay? Okay, in the profile. Next. Okay, and name we can put any name that we like, for example. So blog parrot security. So friends, you understood basically what we have done. I need acknowledgement from a couple of people, so I move to next step.
This is regarding to the great policy for firewalls, I think.
Exactly. What we have done, we just created a rule. In that rule, we added the source IP 10.10.10.13 and we have blocked all the requests. If any requests come from that IP, so this will block. Okay.
So that IP is specific for untrusted IPs or untrusted
Yes,
traffic.
yes, you can say that is untrusted IP, attacker IP. Okay. If you go to inbound rules, you will find the parrot security rule will be there. See here, it is on the top, right? And we have enabled it and all the traffic is blocked. Clear? Now I'm going to the parrot security. See, I will try to ping. You will see I will try to ping from here and you will see it is denied because we request to block all the traffic. Okay, so ping 10.10.10. It should block, right? Why it is not blocking? It should block. Rule is not applied.
Can you please tell what is the new rule that you added? What is it actually doing?
It is blocking all the requests from 10.10.13 IP address. Okay.
Okay.
So let me see here why it is not. Okay. So now this is a local IP address. So just 1 minute. I think that I did mistake. It should be the remote IP, not the local.
Maybe the mistake is on the IP.
That's
One
that
of the
I'm
IP, not the same one. Maybe they changed.
no, this is same. Let me see. The 13 IP is the IP that's the parrot level. We can confirm the IP. Okay. It is 13. Just 1 minute. Okay, let's see. Yes, no, it is working. So this rule basically, the rule we have created, it is blocking all the requests from .13. If we try to ping from any other machine like this machine, you will see that we'll able to ping. See here, ping 10.10.10.10 and it is working fine, right? Yes, friends. So from the Parrot, it is not working, but from the Windows 2019, it is working fine. So again, just for your confirmation, and it is not pinging, right? Clear? Okay. So we have created a rule. That rule is basically blocking all the requests coming from .13. So now we're going to do the scanning. So I will use nmap. I'll become root. Dude. Okay. I use nmap, and you will see 10.10.10.10. So let's see the result. What you are expecting the output? Anyone? What output will be there? Nothing. Why? Because all the request is blocked. So you will get the result like after some time, you will get the result similar to this screenshot. See here, all 1000 scan ports are filtered. So it means there is a firewall. So in the output, whenever you see here, look, all 1000 scan ports are filtered. So this is indicating that there's a firewall that is blocking our request. Yes, friends, got the idea? Okay, now we need to scan. We want to bypass the firewall. So what I'm going to do? I will say nmap minus s capital sync scan. Okay, 10.10.10.10. So let's okay s as well for scanning. Okay. Now see the result. What will happen? So again, it is showing the same result, filtered, right? It's mean if we send any sync request, any new connection, so firewall will block us. So we need to do the scanning, even the firewall is there. So we'll use the intent scan. So intent scan basically will make like some change in the packet, send the acknowledgement. So acknowledgement like just receiving the firewall. It will assume that connection was established. So this is a response of that. See here. So it's a nmap minus T4. This is for intent scan minus capital A acknowledgement 10.10.10.10. Now see the result. Or even the aggressive scan is not working, right? So even aggressive scan is so ping sweep is also not working. Then what should work here? So we're going to launch zombie scan. Yes, friends. Okay. So now you can see that no scanning technique is working, right? Friends, I need your acknowledgement.
Yes, clear.
No scanning technique is working, but we want to scan. So we're going to use zombie scan. Zombie scan is like when I will do the scanning, I will use the IP address of some other PC. SL. Okay. And this is our target. We want to do the scan to, sorry, this will be our zombie IP address, and target will be 10.10.10.10. So this is called zombie scan, and press enter and you will see that, sorry, there is something wrong. It is L or it is just 1 minute, guys. Ping sweep. Yes, exactly. Okay, it is active, but just let me see where I'm doing the mistake. In a screenshot, I can get the exact keyword. It is L or I. Just 1 minute. It is I, right? Capital I. Okay. So now we have done the scanning. We got the reply this time, but this is not the direct reply we're getting. So basically, what is happening now? When we do zombie scanning, so we should get some response here, but I think that I'm doing some mistake, like 19.10.10. So why I'm not getting the ports?
Yeah, because you blocked all IPs from the Windows machine.
No, it is not. No, it is not a block RL. See here, if I look from 2019, okay, I'm able to ping. From here, I'm able to ping. See here. Okay, so I'm able to ping from here, but why we're not getting response here? Let me see the options for nmap. Okay, it is -L or -I. Just guys, 1 minute. For zombie scan, it is ideal scan. It is called. It is a capital I. Then what's wrong with it? Okay. Yes, friends, where we are doing the mistake? Any idea? -SI 1910. It should. Still, but there is some issue. Let me see where is the issue. But anyhow, this is a basic technique that if you understand that your request is blocked by some firewall and you have another IP address that you can reach, and that IP is allowed. So you have the ideal scan, that is zombie scanning. So in that you can specify the source as a different IP address and you can send the request for scanning to the actual target.
Mr. Khan,
Yes,
it's nmap SL, not SI.
it is SL.
Yep.
It is ideal scan. The ideal scan will come with the L, not with the S. Let me see. L, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Let me try. No,
That's
L is
same.
not a valid option. So it is I for ideal scan. Okay, it is I, capital I. Okay, this is called ideal scan. So see here, this is working. Command is working. But I see here ideal scan zombie 19 class. Even though the zombie appear to be vulnerable. So this let me say 10.10.10.19. Let me use another machine. Okay, let me use the machines. .16 I can use instead of 19. Let me use .16. Yes, .16 is working. Friends, you can see that we're getting response when I use .16. It is working. Might be some security control was there on the 19. Firewall was enabled. Therefore, we're not able to do it. Yes, friends, you can see that what I'm using here, I'm using ideal scan. Ideal scan, basically, this is zombie scan. So in the source, I'm not putting my IP address. I'm putting another machine IP that is allowed in the network. And this is our target, and you can see these ports are open on the Windows 10 machine. Yes, friends, got it? Got the idea?
So when they see the attack, they won't see your IP.
Yes, they will see .6.
But is there a way to find your IP?
On the .16, they can. The possibility is there. If they're on .16, they're using some security control. From there, you can see from where the request came. Okay.
Yeah.
So the response goes to 16 or immediately to your machine?
Immediately coming back to me because at the same time I'm fetching the same information from .16. Basically, It is going to .16. From 16, it's coming to my machine. Clear? So I'm going to close this lab because I think it is done. There were 2 or 3 exercises that we have seen. One, we use Sonar to just generate the alert, and successfully after help of my team. Okay. we did it. And then the second one, zombie scan, we have confirmed if there's a firewall. Okay, a firewall. So how to access or how to do a scanning behind the firewall. Okay, I will close this lab. Okay, so which lab it was? Just confirm to me for the onion so I can check. Which chapter is for the Tor? I have checked the Tor was working fine, but again, you can, if you can show me, you can give me the chapter so I can try right now. First lab, okay. Let me go through. Let me cancel this one. Okay. Cancel. Okay. You're talking about the food printing, Abdur Rahman, chapter 2, food printing, right?
Yeah, just the idea of does that matter any lab?
See? Abdur Rahman, your voice was not clear.
I'm saying it doesn't matter which lab. The idea is just to access the onion side.
Okay, so then better if I will use the same the lab that we are basically for the next chapter. Okay, friends. So next chapter is about web servers. Abdur Rahman, during this I will show you. Okay. So who doesn't know about the web servers? Anyone has some issue or some challenge in the web server, please let me know. What is a web server? Anyone can answer. What is a web server?
A dedicated server for web services.
For the web server, the machine that basically offers the web services, web content to the client, right? So that's the web server. So we have two type of web server. One is open source and second is proprietary, closed source. When you're talking about the open source, it is like Tomcat, Apache. So these are the open source web servers, and web server most of the time works on port 80. And closed source, Microsoft IIS is a closed source web server. So in this chapter, in this lab, I'm going to show you how to basically do some malicious activity against the web servers. And in the next chapter, hacking web application, if there's any missing, anything we missed in the concept, so while doing the web application, so we can discuss those, because web server, web application, these are similar, like a link to each other. Okay, so I don't want to repeat the concept a couple of times. So let's see in the lab what we have, and during that time we'll discuss about these things. So it will take 1 minute, a couple of minutes. So if you have any question, please discuss with me. So I'm here to answer your question.
Mr. Khan,
Yes, please.
this is the web server who it gives the websites its IP.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, can you repeat it?
The web server, does it give each website its own IP?
No. There are two type of hosting we do on a web server. Okay, one is called IP based virtual hosting, and second is called name based virtual hosting. So when it is IP based virtual hosting, then for each website we must have a separate IP address. Okay, and when we do the name based virtual hosting, so one IP for all the websites, we can host 100 of website on single IP address.
Yeah, because when I was young, I was doing some little hacking, So
Okay.
when I search about the website, I find the server on which the website is, and I can find
Okay.
every website that is connected to the server. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it is basically a website that connected servers mean basically you access that server which is hosting the website.
Yeah, and when you take the server, you can control all the websites.
Yes, what you can do, you can go to a document root if you're using Microsoft Windows. IES, if it's a Microsoft Windows, then on the C drive, you'll find inetpub. Okay, sorry. On C drive, you will find inetpub. Under the inetpub, you will find www root. Okay, and here you'll find the data and configuration, everything you'll find here. Okay. If it Linux, so in Linux environment, the document root is most of the time it is var www.html. So if you have the access to the server, you can go to this location and you can make some changes if you want.
Also in home directory in Linux.
In the Linux home directory, there's a configuration file only. Basically, what happened? Home that is under etc. There will be http. Okay, httpd conf http.conf. This is a configuration file, or it could be etc httpd conf dot d slash http dot conf. Okay, so it depends. Yes, you got the idea. But this is that most of the time in the Linux machine you will find this path as a configuration file. This path has a document root.
Thank you.
Okay, so footprinting for the web server. What you can get in the footprinting of the web server, friends? Tell me.
The IP address, the hosting company.
So
The
basic
version,
information,
yeah.
friends. People are there or they left?
Yes. Can I add something, Mr. Muhammad?
Okay, when you're talking about the footprinting about the web server, so you need to identify what web server it is. It is Apache, it's a Tomcat, or it is IIS, on which.
Yes, exactly, and the version of the each web servers. You get me?
We can't hear you, Mr. Khan.
ما يسمعنا لازم نرسل.
دائما نسيك.
No, I cannot hear. Honestly, I'm not able to hear your voice.
Yes, now we can hear.
Okay, Uda, you can hear me? Please
Yes,
confirm
now.
to me because my mic is unmute, speaker is
No.
open. So
Yeah, now it's clear. Can you hear me?
yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see my screen as well, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I am in the Parrot Linux. So they're asking me to run the tool that is called Ghost Eye. So this tool basically will help me to do the footprinting of the target web server. Let's see what we can do.
Excuse me, Mr. Khan.
Yes,
From beginning, please.
sure. So just I started. Okay, this was the first step. I logged in into the Parrot. Okay, I did not do anything. So we are going to do the footprinting of a web server, information gathering of the target web server. Okay, so for this purpose we are going to use a tool that is called ghost_eye. So this is a tool that we'll use right now. Okay, I just logged in, I didn't do anything. Clear?
Okay, the tools they call it Ghost.
Yes, Ghost. So here they're
Yeah.
asking me go to that directory. I'm inside this directory. Now they're asking me to install the requirement. There's some additional packages are required. They're asking me to install. So I will say pip pip3, sorry, install -r. I will give the file name requirement.txt file contain all the required packages name, software name, so that it will install. Okay, it is installed the Python nmap successfully. Okay, now they're asking me to run the command python 3 ghost I scripts with the Python. So I will say Python 3 ghost I. This is a script they're asking me to run. So I run the script. So now you can see I am inside this tool. So what I'm looking for. So this tool basically make your life easier. Okay, so this tool is specially designed for websites or FQDN over the internet. See here what you can. Who is lookup? DNS lookup. Okay, Ether app API, graphical network monitor for that nmap port scanning, HTTP header. So you can see this tool can have the can do multiple things for you. So what you are looking for? I want to do the HTTP header grab. See here, HTTP header grabber. So this will help me to grab the HTTP header of the target server. Okay. So if I go with the who is lookup, so let's see, let us perform who is lookup type 1. Okay, let me go with the who is lookup first. I will say type the number 1, enter. Now asking for the website name, so I'm giving the website name, for example, certifiedhacker.com. Okay, so it will try to find all, it will do the who is lookup query as we can do who is in the internet. Okay, again there was no reply. Let me go back. Okay, so there must be some information. Let me do it for other website. Okay, I will say MR Global Tech just to show you globaltech.com. See, there must be some information. Let me scroll up. Yes, it is here. So just you need to read this information. You will find just information like a name, domain name, who is good, it is hosted with a register with a GoDaddy, and you can find some information. So you can perform the multiple things here. Let us do the DNS lookup with that field number 2, DNS lookup. Ask a domain IP. I will say mrglobaltech.com again. This is a domain. So it is doing the DNS lookup for that web server. See here information. So DNS lookup basically it will try to fetch all the record from the DNS. You know that the DNS has the zone configurations, right? FQDN information. It will find all the record from there. See here, you can find MX record, you can find A records, all these records you can find.
Is this step is active, doctor?
Sorry, this is active.
So they know that you are searching about them.
Yes, definitely, because no, sorry, this is not active because the DNS lookup, who is lookup, this is not going to the web server. This is over the from the authority, like who is .net and the DNS lookup. This is not going to active to the web server.
Okay.
So, but you can get some information here, and if you scroll down, if you want to do some other choices, other options, you can try. For example, you want to see the location, IP location. Just for example, IP location, find a number 9. Okay, give the URL name. I will say mrglobaltech.com. So it will let you know the location of that. You need to read. See here where it is hosted right now. Where is the IP address? You can find all this information if you look here, right? Okay. Now, if I want to do the banner grabbing HTTP header, I will go number 5, mrglobaltech.com. So now it is trying to do the see here. It is saying that okay, they not found. They are not able to found it. MR Global Tech. No, they're not able to found it. Okay, so let me go with the other website. Okay, number 6. Okay, number 6 is it's a clickjack test. Okay, let's see. with the clickjack testing. So clickjacking means if the click we send some phishing email such kind of things, so clickjack will work or not. 6. I will put the domain name, for example, certified hacker.com. See here. So you can find some information, even just scroll up. So this is information gathering tool for the websites. So you don't need to use a multiple tool. Just use the ghost eye and you can find a lot of good information. See here. If you look here, it is also showing you the server is Apache, right? This is a header. So server is Apache, length is given, X frame is it is missing, click jack is possible, this site is vulnerable to the click jacking. So you can find here, right? Okay. So what are the other options that we can use? That's all. So this tool ghost eye, you can see that normally in the footprint you have to use a multiple to write who's lookup, DNS lookup, or an HTTP header, click jacking, multiple things that you have to do. Okay, so ghost eye is a single tool. It's a one utility that can allow you to do the multiple things regarding a target IP address, target web server under a single utility. It's a good tool, friends.
Yes, it's very helpful.
So we have another tool that's called skip phishing. Skip fish. This is another tool. Okay, this is another tool that is skip fish. This is a Microsoft Windows based tool. This is in server 2016. Okay, so we're going to run the WAMP server on the Windows Server 2016. WAMP is a basically Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. You know, this is people that are working in programming. They used to build the LAMP and WAMP environment for testing purpose or for hosting purpose, right? So we're going to run the WAMP server, WAMP, and let's see it is already running or we have to run it. This is a WAMP. Okay, let me confirm it. It is, yes, it is started. You can see green sign. So it is started. Okay, now we'll go back to the Parrot. And in Parrot, we'll use another tool. Let me exit it. CD, okay. So they're asking me to do this thing, skip fish. The tool is called skip. Okay, skip fish space -o. -o is for the output file. So where you want to save the output file, I want to save the output file under root with the name test -S. And this is script where the script is written usr share. Under share folder there is a skip fish directory. There's a dictionary is available and complete word list is there. And then target is http:// Windows Server 2016 IP address, that is 10.10.10.16, and port is 8080 because WAMP is running on port 80. Okay, let's see. Press any to wait for 60 seconds. Let us wait for 60 seconds. So this is doing the basically directory brute forcing. You know directory brute forcing, what it will do? It will find all the directories those are available under the document root of the target web server, all the directories. So there are 241,435 requests it will generate in in one request. So when it is done, you will see the list will be there. See here. It will do the scanning database.
Is it trying this folder randomly or?
Randomly brute from the list. We have specified the word list here. If
Yes,
you remember.
yes.
So it will basically, yes. No, look, it started scanning. See here. So this is a brute force. It could take the 20 minutes as per the lab. It could take the 20 minutes. If you want to skip, you want to cancel, just wait for 2-3 minutes. We cancel it and then we'll open the test file and see that it has found something or not. Let me do manually. So if I go to places, so home folder, we can find root, file system. Under the file system there will be root directory. Okay, PQ, where's the root? This is a root. Under root we created the output file name test, right? Okay, this is test. So it is still working, so let it finish, or we can stop it and we can see the result. Okay, I'm going to stop it just to see the result. Okay, if I go to ls/root, you will see there's a test. Okay, so cat root test. Under test you will see that it has so many directories. So you can try, for example, C0. Okay, so this you can open this file. Will, for example, chair. These are the files basically it has found. Okay, so these are files it has found on the target server. So here, just I will show you. If you want to show in a view in a different way, you can do it. Let me show you in the different file explorer, and you'll see this is a test directory, right? And it has found all this information. So here, okay, look here. So just if I go to index.html, just open in Firefox, and you will see that it will open the same website. Just right click, open with Firefox. So just see, this is a brute force attack against all the files and directories here. The skip fish, and you can find what it has found. You can see what it has found for you. Yes, friends. So it's a very nice tool that so you can find, analyze SQL queries. There will be SQL queries as well. Just open that one. If it will take some time because the data is not full, but you can see unknown form field. See here, these are unknown form field. If you click here, see here. See here. Yes, friends. How is this tool skip fish?
The main object for this tool is to pull all the information inside the web server.
Yes, all the information from the web server, directories, files, and Skipfish has some additional feature, built-in feature that can do can check for the SQL vulnerabilities as well. Okay. See here, if you look at the index page that we open it, see here. Here you will find it has found signature match directory HTML form with no apparent XSRF protection. HTML form not classified, right? Directory listing enable. Directory listing is also enabled. See here, if you go to there, you can see the directory listing also. See here, right? So index.html basically, this is just the main page of Skipfish where all the detail is written. So you can check the result, and if you want to check, you want to test, you can do it. For example, okay, if I scroll down, let me go to some other page. Okay, new server header value is seen. Okay, click here, and this is the pass. Look here, right? Yes, got it, Abdurrahman. Yes, friends.
Yes.
So Skipfish is basically a tool that will help you to discover the vulnerabilities and do the footprinting of the target web server. So whatever the things are available there, it will show you. And if there's no authentication, such kind of things are not there, you can browse and you can check it. Clear? Yes, fine. We can use also telnet for the banner grabbing. That will help us to see the banner of the target web server. Yes, fine. Any question that you have in your mind, please let me know. Is it okay, or you want me to perform a couple of more labs for you?
No, it's just information gathering. That's it.
Yes. See here, if you look in the coming labs and where you can find, see here, for example, you want to see there's a, see here, this lab especially, I'm going to explain to you. This is again enumeration, okay? So information using nmap script engine. So using nmap script engine, if what script they're using here, look here. They're using a script that is called here http enum. This is a script name, okay? This is a script name. HTTP mean enumeration for the HTTP, where it will let you know all the information. See here, open ports that normally we use with the nmap, right? Okay, and it will let you know if there is any HTTP service running on what basically ports HTTP service is running, or any other port that basically required for HTTP, or might be some other RPC or for the remote calls. And then if when we run the another script here, this is script, another script is given. Arguments is script argument, not this one. Script hostname map. So this is basically for hostname mapping. Okay. And then there's a trace, and there's also a script for the WAF. See here? So you want to check there's a WAF or not. So you know WAF, web application firewall, right? Sometimes you are doing SQL injection, cross-site scripting. It is possible that there's a WAF, web application firewall, that can monitor your activity, that can give the alert. So you want to check this website is behind the WAF or not, right? If you do SQL injection, if you do some other type of activity, so WAF will block immediately, WAF will give the alert immediately. So just before you plan your attack, you can run this command, nmap on port TT, just script, and this is script name, HTTP WAF. So it will let you know that this website is behind the WAF or not. Clear? So this is all about footprinting. And you can perform the web server attack, so like brute forcing, such kind of thing, user accounts. So using this one, parrot security. See here, just looking for port 21 is open or not. And then just 1 minute, let me see. See, Hydra is a very well-known tool in Linux environment. This tool basically it is used to launch the brute force attack or dictionary-based attack against any TCP port, any TCP port. It is not only for the web, any port that you. So it has the built-in dictionary list, word list that you can use to launch the attack against any open port. So you want me to show you this thing, this lab?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Sure. I'm going to show you the Hydra GTK. Okay, so here I'm already inside the Kali parrot. I will go to home directory and let me see ls. Okay, so I'm going to use Hydra. Just assume that the port, see, we are going to launch the brute force attack against Windows 10 on FTP. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use Hydra. Hydra GTK is a graphical version, but I'm not sure it is available or not. No, Hydra GTK graphical version is not available. Or Hydra wizard is there. I think that it is similar to graphical. Yes. So this is wizard is interactive that you can question. You can put the values, but we use the command line Hydra. Okay. Hydra then space minus capital L. Okay. So we'll specify the list, word list. If you look the word list, that is under the home, attacker, desktop. Under desktop, there's a word list. Okay, why it is not showing there? CH Windows 11. What's wrong? Why it is not showing me there? Just 1 minute, guys. Let me go to the attacker. CD home attacker. I'm there. ls. Okay, CD desktop. Okay, CD CH v13. Okay, this is a path is given incorrect. This is an incorrect path, friends. So under the desktop folder, you'll find this one CH module 13. Okay, CH module under that module you'll find the word list. So I'm going to say Hydra minus capital L. I will put the word list. I will start from here. I don't need to put the full path slash home slash this one. So I'm in this directory. So then there's a word list name is given the password.txt, username.txt. I'm going to put first username list because I don't know the username as right. I don't know what the username configured on the FTP server. I don't know the password of that FTP server. So therefore, first file I will specify the password. Sorry, username.txt, then minus p. Okay, password file again the word list. Okay, it will be password.txt. I specify the both files. Then I will put FTP colon our Windows 10 IP address where the FTP service is running, right? And we will press the enter. So this tool basically will launch the dictionary attack for the username and the for the password both. So first it will take the username from the user list and it will take the password from the password list. Okay. Okay, look here. It has found one username with the name Martin and password Apple, right? Yes, friends, you can see. Friends, have you observed it?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Right? So it will try all the possible username and password from the list. Okay. Let it run, guys. I need 10 minutes break. Is it okay for you?
Sure.
Okay, 7
Let
o'clock
it.
we'll meet.
Yes, let it run. Let it run. We'll not stop it. Okay. But just make sure that you identify the username Martin and password is Apple, right? Okay, friends. So see you in 10 minutes. Yes, friends, I'm back. So just confirm to me. Everyone is there?
Yes.
Okay, so you notice that we have found 3 valid user account and passwords, right? Just confirm. So, are you able to see? So this is basically Hydra tool. This tool is very useful. We can launch the attack. We can try brute forcing for any protocol. It is not only for FTP. We can use for RDP, for HTTP, for any other authentication protocol. Okay. So you can log in. You can use FTP. See here. If I say FTP 10.10.10.10 asking for a name, I will say Martin. Asking for the password, that is Apple. So we are there, right? See here they are, or ls. What is the command? So it's just let me see. Okay, close CIR DIR is the command. See here. So these are both commands successfully executed, already open. So you can see that we are there. We are on that machine right now. We can make it right to see mkdir test it. Okay, mkdir look ch ch v11. So these directories are created on the WAMP server. If I go to the WAMP server, I can see these directories will be there. See here, right? Yes, friends, got the concept about this? It is clear.
Yes.
Abdur Rahman, Ahmed, Khatija, Munia Tariq, Zara, anyone has a question, so please. Okay, if there's no question, okay, so you understood the right? Understood the concept behind it. So I hope that when you do the exercise, you will get some more ideas. So let me know if there's any challenge so we can do. Okay, Abdurrahman, regarding this one, that what we say, Tor, right? Let me check in Windows Server 2010. Okay. So someone sent a message. Okay, using Tor? You mean using Tor, right? That's Abdurrahman, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, let me see what we can do here. So you have installed the Tor browser in your machine or not?
I installed it in the lab environment.
Like in the lab environment might be the limited access. Okay, but let's see. Start a browser. First, I will try to browse some genuine websites. If these are accessible, then it will be accessible. If not, then definitely it will not work. Okay. Now it is connected, right? Okay, let's browse some genuine website first. This is in the Tor, outside the Tor. So high5.com. Okay. If you look the high5.com by its block, right? Orchid.com. Just try to browse the Orchid. You will see that it's a block, right? And one more thing, Abdul Rahman, you must understand this thing. The iLab environment they're using, that is not in your local location. Okay, it is somewhere else where might be the website is already allowed. Abdul Rahman, you understood? Proto and I worker xow.onion. So this website is already allowed. See here, it is opening right now. Yes, Abdul Rahman, you can see.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, okay.
Might be you are trying on the local PC. First check that your Tor browser is connected or not. If you are trying on your local machine, just download the Tor browser. When you open it, you must connect it. If it is connected, then you will get the access. Then you will be able to browse it. Okay. Yes, friends. Any question regarding today's two modules: IDS, Firewall, Honeypot, IPS, and web servers? Can I close, Abdul Rahman?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, friends. Let me go, Mahesh. So today it was a good session, guys. Honest, tell me honestly, it was active today, attractive session or just boring? Friends, students.
The practical part was very interesting,
Okay.
actually.
Thank you very much. So yes, you need to fill this. You need to fill this feedback form. Oh, sorry, I put the meeting. Sorry, guys. I put the meeting. I need to put the feedback form. Sorry, guys. Okay. I send feedback in the chat. Please fill it, and I will be here for next 5-10 minutes. Okay. So if there's any question, let me know. So tomorrow we'll try web application.